in Acadiana is
Ollie Bear.
Oh, the where is easy. He's in Abbeville. He's with the Abbey Players. However, the what? That's a mystery. Let's go to Al Aber. He's standing by with the Abbey Players and the games afoot. Al. He's got a pipe.
It is indeed afoot, Scott. So we have the cast here. We have Mitchell Prudhomme. Mitchell, introduce us to the cast.
Right, so this is Melanie Hoffpower. She plays Aggie Wheeler in the show. And this is Grady Elmore, who plays William Gillette.
Now, Grady, William Gillette, that was a real person.
Yes, it was. He was a stage actor in New York for many years, and then he decided, you know what, I'm going to write a play. And he got Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's endorsement on it, blessings with if you have, and wrote the play, and it ran for 20, 30 years.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And Melanie, tell us about your character.
So my character is Aggie Wheeler. She is one of the main actresses in Gillette's troupe. You find out that she has a lot of drama in her own life, and that kind of spills over into the show that we're in. It actually becomes one of the main elements in Act 2, and she thinks that she's the most phenomenal actress ever.
Wow, that's not unlike television. We all think we're the most phenomenal reporters anywhere, right?
And you are.
And Mitchell, I mean, he just stepped right into that, and that's what you got to love about these actors. Now, there's going to be a murder.
And a mystery.
And a mystery. Okay, that's going to be great.
Spoiler, I don't think we can talk about that.
Oh,
I love it. It's like we're like on a press junket for a Marvel movie. It's like you guys are trying to give information without giving anything away. You know?
and that's exactly what this is. This is just like a Marvel
It's the
movie.
exact same. Same stakes and everything.
Special effects.
So let me just throw this out there, because we were talking earlier, either one of you just answer this, that our idea of Sherlock Holmes today is based on William Gillette, right?
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, before internet and television, you know, people relied on the book or seeing the show on Broadway. And since it ran for so long, and, you know, stage actors back then were a much bigger deal.
Yeah.
So the quintessential image of Sherlock in his hat with his pipe and his coat, that all came from Gillette.
Wow. And, you know, Mitchell, you were saying earlier, we always think of Sherlock Holmes with the curved pipe. But in the book, it was a little bit different. Tell us about that.
Right. So Arthur Conan Doyle wrote the Sherlock Holmes books, and he was kind of done with it. He killed off Sherlock, and then he realized he would like some more money. So he started writing again, and he couldn't make a play work, so he got Gillette to do it. And anyway, Gillette was the one who first uttered elementary as Sherlock Holmes. He was the one that first wore the deer stalker. And then, yeah, in the books, Holmes had a straight pipe. On stage, they were worried that would obscure his face, so they gave him the curved pipe. He traveled around the world playing Sherlock Holmes, and so whenever Arthur Conan Doyle later wrote some more Sherlock Holmes books, he was the model that was used, like for the cover art, was William Gillette. And sorry, I lost my train of thought. Whenever he first met Arthur Conan Doyle, he actually met him in character as Sherlock. So a lot of people, whenever they think of Sherlock, they think of him.
Now, you know, I remember Basil Rathbone from the old movies from the 40s. I don't know if y'all have ever seen any of those. Yeah, okay, so those... Man, now I realize Basil Rathbone was William Gillette. Mm-hmm. And then there was a Sherlock Holmes series during the 80s, and I forget the actor's name there, but he was often considered the quintessential Sherlock Holmes because, again, he was like Basil Rathbone, who was like William Gillette. Remind us, when does the play open?
So December 8th, which is a Friday, run for 2 weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays, 2 on Sundays. Tickets at abbyplayers.com. They're $20, and get them while they're hot, because not a crazy amount left.
You know, Grady, we were talking earlier that, you know, it seems like mysteries are kind of getting a comeback on streaming. I mean, we were talking about, you know, Knives Out.
Right, and what's that other one? Glass Onion.
Glass Onion.
Right.
There's a great one I watched not long ago called Invitation to a Murder, which feels a little like this. I mean, this is kind of a classic plot. You know, people are gathered together having a party, and then, of course, like every party I've ever been to, someone ends up dead. And, you know, you end up...
good.
Someone's got to... Yeah,
right.
That's why I never get invited anywhere. I'm just bad news. You know, we're going to be here all morning long. This is going to be great. What a fun play. What a fun group of people. What a fun set. Tyler, look at this set. I love this. We're going to go back to you in the studio. The game is afoot here on News 15.
Very good. Thank you, Al. Yeah, Basil Rathbone, Jeremy Britt, I think, for the big series in
Jeremy
the 80s.
Britt, yes.
And then Benedict
Good for you.
And then and then Benedict Cumberbatch, with all of his series of great things. Yep.
He's too good looking though.
Yeah.
Too good looking.
They
talking
need
about
people
me?
like us
Yes.
playing Sherlock Holmes. Thank you, Al.
That's right. Gritty. Okay, buddy.